thank you, Sherab. Thank you for, taking the time out and coming on Let's Get Real to share your story. I've always been wanting to, I saw a few posts of yours, like last year, I saw some post of yours and it was so heartbreaking. And I was just like, kind of, feeling so bad that at such a young age, you had to go through a lot, Silape. Then I was like, one day I'm going to ask her, but I don't think you'll be ready, Sinoi, because it's such a traumatic thing that you had to go through. And when I asked you last time, you were ready. So thank you so much, La. Thank you for coming here and sharing your part of the story here on to my viewers and to me. It means a lot. Thank you. Yeah. So let's start there. Let's start with maybe an introduction of yourself and then your story. Just before that, Sherab's grandmother and my mother were very good friends, Auntie Nimdem and my mom. And I've become friends with her mother now on Instagram. We were chatting a little bit. So yeah, let's start now.
Okay, the point. Um, my name is Sherab. I'm 23 years old. Idi Hali, and I was born and raised in Tempo. Upper Danuchudi, the Bhutan Lui, and Idi Chikayu. 2023 na Sherab Sile graduate beyond. The Tatudina Osaka World Expo Giden Luent. World Expo every 5 years beyond one, so this year it's in Japan. The 6 months Giden event. October in the zone.
Okay. So, you want to get straight to the point. Okay. More. Like I mentioned, I'm sure everybody knows more about what you had to go through. Chagi tenenam some any trauma mi watching. Do you want to share like what happened? How did it happen? And maybe like maybe your relationship sector part the love that more than.
Okay.
Be comfortable, relax. Don't worry. You can just relax, chill. We can't see the comments, so yeah.
Got to start. So
First, you share about no. How did you meet? Was he your husband or your boyfriend or what was it?
we met in college and the first year later Chika Devante and Chika graduate be the look tempo here MC Zoyant. We tried try be Canada 9 months they go on the whole process. Analo dele April beginning na refusal loan but he started working. The last February day and dele almost after 3 months an accident happened.
Okay. So Chin, that means you all were together for a few years, move like 4 years together. Yeah. Okay. Then ye ne chap gara besanu move. Okay. Now before the incident, what happened? Let's go back now. Let's just go back and just whatever you remember, you can share with us. It doesn't if it's uncomfortable, you don't have to share. But if you're comfortable sharing it, let's go back to maybe like a week before the incident. What was happening?
A week before the nothing any out of any maten chikara normal birthday koya la birthday ngadi apply pada to apply be chimnara de wante and if the accident happened to unite na the kokora child chika sheju nganga child chika sheju de ante dele amale after ngachi gathering gara cha child chisa chimna de chika juni se joy wante 아니 ngachini chimna maju hema charo chike oje ante pamcholo dele ngai charo ke oje demo moke velo kom that happened event out of nowhere ko ani kari speed when you start be dele ngai at stake ke jona la chachi the slow down be dele daro speed up be dele ana accident ani we joda de nga conscious re de ante ngai ka ara thai dele ani kari pan bol ko tum be tong ko tong chau chinga unconscious yasto dele nga lok ni choi gali de ko hospital na kiasi ko unconscious to labu hospital na kiasto nga de thankfully pan hospital the brother chi jogging jo de tik tik hat jabe ngai kam de ni dashboard na stuck pe le ni tu so nga ten ma chube karina le dekho ani karina le kam pe ni gira hal na khata ni
Aniga chiko anina unconscious ina.
nga men na tu ngani choyan
Yala. So kadebe so chidi garina yubdara ni choche ni aniga chilo conscious jobigale ko minu chi bolha. Ko
ha
minu ko
mino
mai.
conscious hobe gal de mi gara punda no anti amchi khal de ko hospital na khi asi labde nga di ten ma chho de no anti
Yala. Tele.
ten be de ambulance ko de chin de le choni me labbe lam kha taxi de ba anti the taxi to stop pe when backseat and sat pini ko garo chi which
Oh. Tele.
the emergency na have nga an afi an accident just have ngai ko thora ma thant emergency na he ko di so so vera jano to ngai di so so bed na jaiba tanali ngai a accident kisin na de police ki number lem da ngai giti am serious so se ngai am serious men do no da pe ngai sing khada ni no dewe apai number ma jimba ngai cousin num gi number jeni police ki ngai cousin num call be de kholu ani mecha dan abi show accident shu bere astos kholu labne ba dele tawdik pa accident jo sana khogi cousin chite de ment khogi be mo she be ma chi charu chi call chap then charu do first charu de hit to hospital na the 거기 막 A 모시고 거기 보다 막 A culture A기나 막 아빠다 먹는다 먹는 게 husband local 게 아니 그 hospital 나
Tele.
라나리 데 거기 ICU 나 이 serious to 세라 피샤 first night 데리 ngaji 아니 나 painkiller to vera namsin ani magi sense magi vision chiwe 2 nights narate until the surgery bego bilabte femur fracture beno labte anti the surgery major ho junme labte te ma family garla lo ma de ma jelly kinis labte ani ki process pe 2 nights dinarate until tele second night la bigal ngai phone ya ba si wanti am chikale ko jon so boni no te taro ko jon se ngai labte o chin ngai ma surgery be junme pe labte ngai sandra nga ma ki 마주대야 남주 9 tickets 또 지금 저 stretcher na niya buju. After 3 days na Delhi same day na ma admit pe the pre-surgery checkup to scar pe next day the surgery and schedule pe the next day surgery pe the surgery the next day labdalo ngai angeda aigi numjeba antuma jelina chiga apadina khuyi ani nuje dispe bodina charugo belapina teve angeda ai video call na te tinga chisum belo lapchenti ananga hospital bedridden zumchira paramitsuent yanalu news break pe the next day khui mibje tinga video call na be paint 아니 뉴스럽 차비들리 폰 짐들로 폰나 메시지 살라모 차로가 알알레 메시지 소 포스트 차가로 코이 콜데 포스트 데 알람치 센세 디 프로세스 데 마츠로 데 연to 나 부탄나 데터라 아치리 다우트 베반치 같이나치 베비 오니메스 라방에 차수미나 치라 디디니 비데 콩기 마베 콜리진 다빈 아치케처 조도 스테이블 조도 슬랍더라 나마 히에 랍치
So then Aniga de chima Delinara de ya da Delinara treatment continue be de ya.
맞지. 아니, news lapdating hospital na day and today after 2 days discharge be there 1 week na chima day and to my review be go like the na heavy value 14 days na location to
What do you think? What do you think caused that? I mean, of course, mo dato ding achi jakwa jobe change up ni subati mo past na what has happened has happened. But what do you think caused it? what was the reason the accident party na jo obviously the atsi cha thum to mo gara biro at the enjoy bay and do you think alcohol was the reason?
No, it's drunk the muddy auntie. We weren't
Drunk
drunk. No legend bella from the auntie the joke baby and we speech bay the lanally. Such when we have revision. Co curry control matter to finish bay and now they stop the none of the speed thing the control matter the touch the right side nani we kitamchi pole with one with the letonka tonde. Dashboard car and the chakwa katu one the calm money.
how are you right now kya gadi bhi hai?
I'm better and daddy just legend dancing to come.
Na ani gachilo so physically you're fine no. Na. Emotionally how are you?
Emotionally, I'm doing better.
Yeah. Do you think you've kind of, I'm sure like any grief semi didi nam semi ani duba gara yi chulu long ba mo with time you will heal completely. Say I feel that that is not very, that's not true at all. Do you have days when you get like pangs of that grief, that pain, unexplainable pain choni wate when you lose somebody you love, no? So anizum
I
feel bome.
na here be nga June na hijiba na the July 1st na koy dead anniversary day. So 1 week before July 1st yung nga every night mo ani ko legit ani birthday. Dile accident happened be Medina the Palana the Sugar shiver be panic attack and that will film better.
Tatodi, you're doing better. How did you handle like the when that happened? More the instant and it happened where as soon as you got the message, firstly, she accept from abimu, she mo ani mapale accept from maybe what dani it's a denial na diumbati mo. But eventually, slowly, acceptance homi gale. How did you handle your emotions? Social media na ludikatin chi migi thiume mo. I'm sure every post will cause you a little bit of pain. How did you like think?
Halamchi sansili ani namsami online nya madi ati avoid beverity anti tele nga polo kangar num tele family gara te kongi ati better feel be tele ma tele te tera dago ngai lo so suchi hago bidla na ati ani data sum ati ani chui devda lok putan he daru khogi ni to ani chin ni ringo dus tamu na builder other breakdown be halam chi dila khatayan ti the therapy jo ani antidepressants as
Antidepressant pills, this is a year. Did that help?
help yes anti chiru ni ma to ani be mi dus ki bana depto ya suddenly ngara zona jo anzum be dele counselor che be and
Yeah. So are you like in touch with his family and all that?
me and kachi kai
Yeah.
contact
Me, Gachibe?
아니 코 좋은 배드더랑 같이 family 같이 아니 misunderstanding 태한테 파 ngagi ani khoi phone nale ngagi pa da ani de so tengo be phone achna slap chu anti khoi family lo da ani de kongi issue bomb so telephone jin ma to ban be da hanale contact me patient.
As a little girl, like it's so like amazing that I don't know nga che gadebe grief handle bega che anism like animchi like traumatic event che gadebe handle bega ding I do not know, no, because I have not touched it, experienced it, but the way you've handled it, I feel that you've handled it with such grace and namasami I very dignified pichugi handle binuba, and that is something that not many of us have. Even I, like, even though I'm a mother of three children, I do not think that I'll be able to handle such a traumatic event, the way you've handled it, so very namsame maturity namsame duba. I just want to ask uh, do you think you have kind of moved on from him, or you still kind of like, and you're not in a relationship, no, right now, are you? No. Do you think you have moved on in the Nale, or you still like, kind of need some more time to grieve, accept, and as it take your time,
Move on the I think I've moved on the take up this any sudden na the cherry the moment.
What was the most beautiful memory you have of him?
Point out to machine college na 3 years the chikara the classmates the seat partners the
How was he as a person?
he was a really good person. Middle age man.
And what was that one thing you heard? Lo, Delina de the lochi hakui gachi lo hakui.
Lo hagui remember any accident happened mabugi himalera like at sit out be and you they want to. I had my time. The cookie tonight baby the my daily day after 3 days they joined thing a discharge baby. They were true phone and new stories da. They got the limit if you could check a lab in boom chi and boom the story tani and some chi we want got feelings some chi. Then my story da build the low corny part to Jano into my dark episode blur be the caption ya. In the next life, I hope your mind goes natural pity virtunuvante. The analu my first direct to confront mabi my screenshot baby my Chinese de chiltan the my cousin the tan biko imbeya tachitana my anjimi to se don lapchuante. The konge kozumra tome mashi the blur bendigi clear bedi mi tombe lapte the my direct boom del text be and the cheni banalo de yase the my love ten 2 months kitten lo koni anyway relationship na days.
Okay, but can I tell you something? I'll tell you something, okay? The relationship chigi khoda chiga the animchi 4 years, 5 years ki relationship juno mo nyene chapsanu ani future chigara plan besanu Canada juni ki gara plan besanu batemo, and now he's no more here, right? So my advice would be, just let that part, that little part that you saw, no, ani the erase betanda besubachin, try to forget about it, because try not to have any of these bitter emotions, especially to somebody who's gone, no, because what can he do? That he cannot come back. He'll never come back to clarify things with you, no. And there are some lalu yu me lalu yu like ani Tony gi anuzume yuba. So don't let that part of that, maybe even if he has as reflect be the just forgive, and just try to remember the good times that you've had, the happiness that chana kadimche happiness share bebo. Ani di cheri jabe, you have to move on there, because now you're here, so you have to move on there chara your whole life to any bitterness anaveja, and then not having trust, because these things gachi happen beyond labachin right now the relationship na mino, but surely relationship na ziumba demo, at the back of your mind you will always have that little doubt, but that, oh, this person might cheat on me, this person, you don't want to have all that, so you try to erase that part. If you can, just forget about it and just only focus on the good times, the good memories you've had with your partner. Tuga. Anave Jume, but he was a very talented young boy. Mabadimuru.
Ko 아니 같이 visa refusal on bedel ko rebellions chick have music video this so and 라디 레줌 조비데 안티 거기 됩니다.
Namsami young Dubatimu, Aditara Misovete koi videos this. Namsami, I feel so like, oh God, what like, I mean, of course, every life is very precious, but then Khodidu Kamchi young, Animchi talented, so much potential, and he had to Kamchi short life, no? So Ngaditara Misve, but I'm so sorry that you had to go through this. That may have been a test, remember? Test, it must have been a test, and you've come out like Namsami strong, and Namsami, like I said, you handle it so gracefully, And I really feel so like sad also, but also very proud of you, that Chiganimchi and Ibebese. I heard that just like before this chat I was talking to your mom. I heard that th- there was like, is it some rumors or some people talking, making up stories or something like that about that incident, Ina? Do you want to clarify that? Yeah, Kachi.
First the halam tenalji. Ngachini Australia gi visa toppe next any journey with no visa heavy journey with no dilen gari tami nga imbese halam chi labjianti. Halam ati heta bera labdiant heta bera chianti nga gari tami nga imbe nga chamchika chema be kach ani because passenger side ki gari di gara ani josper me juju devanti the kogi side of the car the kachema be devanti. Damage karang side devo so kongi gari tami nga imbese lab dilen tap nga chini any accident happened with the tap with the no selab the romi this nga life jo and with the juvara move on bino chidi koi 21 days na ma wan so na mi wanti 21 days na ma jumi chidi nga chi family issue thing the ro chidi zone na be wanti 21 days the zone na be the lam halam jo and then am china dinga crutches ya nga ni walker the chikara lam jo camera pa ma chu be want chidi ani ge jo.
Okay, so that means people have a problem that you have moved on. People have a problem that you have survived,
Yes.
and people have a problem that that you did not attend any 21 days. Now the any first 21 days, chumbe 21 days na yeah. The honey
am
la gadi
china
be chima Delhi na menchu baby na hip chi imo te mena. 14 days na heal up chima mo. So then basically just let's just clarify that more. Ani didi nam sami, you don't have to be that intelligent and smart also, to kind of understand that, but I'll tell you, people gi kachelong. People, I just can't believe that people had problem that you survived and he passed away. How would it have been if you had passed away and he survived? Even then, there will be a problem that he survived and you passed away. So, don't let all these affect you, okay? Don't let all this, because right now you're young. I'm sure chinam some affect hedo anizum. Kachelong mi disugi, and you don't owe an explanation to anyone if at all. Ngachi zumchi gi bewachin advice zumchi bewachin to somebody who's young, move on. That is the advice, and you should move on. You really should move on. Temen what to do. Kachibe nina tharnawa gi anuzume dutame. I won't name the person, but that person has met with an accident and ani bedridden be halamchi dedub debo daw gadim chinachite. The wife left him, you know. So Hanizumgi situation na anevedu, yours, the person has passed away, you're young, and it's been how long now?
1 year 1 year plus yes and July
one
na
year
1 year.
plus Yeah, 1 year plus, and at least you're not into getting into another relationship, the bewachin. Then I would just suggest you to take your time, you have to grieve, really. Ani gachilo asiti young be ani brother, you might get like a little bit ani gamidi lashet, you're such a beautiful girl mo, but you have to really take your time. You should not get into a relationship till you are healed sell up there mo 100% healed jara mi jotuka. This pain that you have, no, over the years, somewhere gachi kuchi, you could be with your friends having a good time, that grief will hit you. So that healing will take a long time, but you don't have to take that long to get into a relationship. Take your time and just don't jump into any, any member. Heal slowly, you grieve, you feel your feelings, all that, and then take it slow. You're so young right now. The relationship na nam sami young bizino bate in the first place mo. Nam sami chunko video dara relation na ziano bate, but it's okay. At least you got to experience. Oh, you got to experience relationship. You got to spend time with him. If you said he's such a nice person. Me nam sami lejumu selab de so chiko da chiga dite spend benigi go up thopchinu you know what it is to be, maybe in love and all that, no? So you know all that, and all these are, in fact, blessings that we don't see, never. Hmm. So you cherish those memories, you take your time, and just don't get into like another relationship, maybe to avoid datogi pain or datogi loneliness, avoid beneath, and then relationship so such in a mazi watching, that would be really good for you. But eventually, Didi, you have to get in a relationship. You will meet somebody, you will settle down, but before that, you first, learn to maybe process your emotions and work on, whatever you feel like you need to work on. Suka. But when you think about it right now, how do you feel? What do you feel now?
곧 파한데 없는데.
Um,
Apart from all that, cheating disorder, 곧 urgency not be mom will affect from it.
엄매 다리 나봐요, 엄매.
테트테트테트라 없는.
저기 plans 가 주유다.
그리고 나도 나기 패밀리 나기 라디죠. 내가 했다. 양치는 same company 날 continue 되고 양치는 라디체 라디오 되는.
You
되게 위해
know,
마스터 배.
masters job juni.
After few years driving out to
Your mom's in New York, mo.
eat.
So you want to join her? Pajuni na.
Party masyente masters virgin nga Australia driving is themed.
If there are like some youth watching it, chi advice teaching so much gachichung relating to what you have experienced.
Advice di ngay television di ngaraji to the live in the moment sun chibi astanti future ki ko no samatamba the tungara gami garabi.
Life is so short, no? Life is so short. Do you feel like life is so short? Right? Life
Uncertain.
is so short. Oh, and uncertain. Life is so short and uncertain, and all of us are half the time worried about what people will say, what people will do. Ngagi ani biyochi ani midigi khatang, ngagi ani biyochi ani biyong selape, putting so much restrictions on ourselves. No? Do you feel that is happening?
That as of now mean but
No.
nga mom affect me the chi the nga lo life na comment po to nga life chu ani po the ani personal message pe me hello mo yun chi ka de ani
Kachi labdi.
ka de TikTok so mo ka de dance step so mo chi ko jong be to 1 year ya ma jo chi ka de am chu ba move on baby almost and messages hello mo yun
Yeah, and what do you say? She respond when you best. Don't respond. Don't give them the energy. You know what? You move on. I'm advising you to move on. You move on. Let people say whatever they want to say, but you have to move on. There is no other option. You can't go backward. If you could go back, I'm sure you would want to go back and to that moment and not go to Pomso for that ride. No, I'm sure you would want to do that. Meya, did you ani? Bimisubate. So what can kachibeni temen la viewers this way na nam sami ani ngachi Sherab nam sami an zum comment bimi this na kachi what can she do? She can't go back there. She can't do anything. She can't change the past. The only thing she can do is move on now. Either you move on, don't think. And I'm sure a lot of people are commenting. And just because, I'll also like for the people who have like been sending negative comments on her, like oh che animji lochi majowa gabe TikTok gadebe so mo anizum silap mimina. I'll tell you, sometimes the saddest people are the ones who are smiling. Open be chika di smile be but nana gi dungi dinga chigi mishibate. So just spare your judgment and spare your thing. You don't have to be a judge and pass your judgment on our little, Sherab, who's doing what she enjoys doing. Let it be. to Gala, don't like she's already gone through such a traumatic thing. There's no difference in a minute didn't like if the viewers have a problem with you having survived that accident and then throwing such nasty comments, and she's already gone through such a gachilonga traumatic event. No, the best thing us as viewers can do is be a little bit understanding, you know. I can't believe that people are sending like that to you. Yeah, I can't believe nga 31st time kui.
Fake account
You know,
so we can
fake accounts over yeah. And what do they get more? I want like yeah, every life is. Can you imagine, viewers? Can you imagine that people have a problem that she survived? See, just imagine. So anyway, you know, just don't think. But I'll tell you, yeah, those might be her clothes. I'll tell you, Wangchuk something and but sometimes it could be people very close to you, huh? You know how it works. I don't know if you're aware of that, but sometimes the people who are very negative towards you are not strangers. Strangers will be very supportive. It's the people closest to you. They'll be the ones, you know, creating all these fake accounts and thing, you know, sharing all that. Tupa, so you also maybe learn to draw your boundaries. Have a handful of friends. You don't need like 50, 60 friends. 50, 60 friends, nale guarantee only five will like you genuinely, you know. So you have to think, be very careful. You're very young, you have your whole life to live, and there is nothing else you can do but to move on. And some people will have a problem with you moving on, you know. So you know, so that's what it is there. And I'm so glad and I'm so happy, you know, that you survived. I mean, of course, I'm sad that, you know, like this happened to you, but you are here, you're here for a reason, you know. If you mean that Sherab here is trying to seek attention, I don't think she needs attention from all these, you know, people with fake accounts. And this is, you know what, this is literal harassment, huh? Online bullying, harassment. And because she is strong, okay, she's okay, but there are some people who are not that strong, you know, and you guys are going to drive them to end their life, huh? And it's not good, because Ngachigara family yobate right now it's happening to somebody that and we're just watching it, right? It can happen to us also. So rangi chimna yodo num nucho this yodo, you know, these things can happen to you also. So please be mindful of what you put out on social media, and really need to stop with this online harassment and all that. Yeah, TikTok dadunadu, it's everybody is on TikTok. This is the best platform to spread some positivity, maybe spread a little bit of laughter, spread something, you know. We are all so bogged down with our lives, Musharraf. We have so much going on in our lives, so much stress, so much dunge. We don't need that dunge, added dunge from fake accounts here. Time, and once in a while, every once in a while, when you're all alone, you know, and you're having all these memories and all that, you will have thoughts like, it's my fault, you know, or you will have thoughts like, it should have been me and not him. So you will have thoughts like that. Maybe you'll never openly say about it, but you will have thoughts like that. Let me just tell you, it was not your fault. Okay, it was not your fault. Gachira Bedi Bero, it had to happen, and it happened, you know. So please know that it's not your fault, and please know that you know, your time hasn't come yet. You know, you still have a long way to go, remember? To go. So thank you, La. Thank you so much. I'll maybe now maybe end it. Unless you have something to say. Okay. There is one question. One question here. How would you describe Acho Eyeball in 3 words, La? Lo?
few words. He was kind, considerate, and talented.
Yeah.
Very talented.
I. Thank you so much, my dear. I wish you all the best. And you know, we are actually very close family friends, remember? We are very close family friends, so you can talk to me, okay? Yeah. You take care then. Tuka. Yeah. Bye, my dear.
Bye, day. Good night.